Andy. Oh, wait, this is a bar.
What's up with House of Dragon?
What's up with House of Dragon, Shady?
Shady, if you're well below 500 by the time Dak gets back,
That's a wrap.
what good does it even do?
But the point about that stat, the 25-6, is with Dak Prescott as quarterback. Dak Prescott ain't playing in these games. And you have 2 division games within the window that we know Dak is going to be out. In some fantasy world, he's going to be back for the LA Rams and be 100%, right? So in between that time, you have the pissed off Bengals and you have 2 divisional matchups. So let's say you lose all of them. What is the season?
Not good.
Joy ran track. Not a past life. You could probably still run.
I can't run to the end of that fake field over there.
Well,
But yes, at one point in time, I was fast.
At one point in time, you was fast. And what you know is this, just give me the baton within striking distance. I'm going to go get him. As long as the Eagles and them are within striking distance, I think the Cowboys don't need to panic yet.
You remember the
difference.
game on Sunday, right?
Yeah, there's a difference between striking distance and being lapped. 1-5? You expect me not to be panicked about the Dallas Cowboys if they're 1-5?
I got another stat for you, too.
I'm not saying that Cooper Rush is not capable of doing that, but he's not going to do it for the next 5 games.
Not only
that's
that.
what happens with backup quarterbacks. You might get lightning in a bottle when he goes out and has a game.
It's more,
and then
it's more scheduling, though.
And then the other team gets tape on you, and then they figure you out, and you're not able to sneak up on anybody. But also, if they let's say they lose these next 2 divisional games, that's within striking distance for you?
Because they still have 4 left, as long as you go 4-2 in the division, and we know Dak Prescott is capable of winning out.
A healthy Dak Prescott.
True. Very, very, very.
And we are all operating under the fantasy that
he will
he's going to be
back
back
in 4 weeks.
for the Rams game.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's go here then, Dave. Bengals 0-1, looked bad last week. Cowboys 0-1, looked bad last week. Both of these teams desperately need to win this.
Bengals still have some grace. Now, will it be concerning? Of course. That number is a real number, that it will very much affect their playoff chances. But they have some grace. Nobody's getting fired from the Bengals if they don't make it back to the Super Bowl this year. They are still healthy. It's just a rough start and maybe a Super Bowl hangover, if you will. But the Cowboys have to steal as many games as they can while their starting quarterback, Dak Prescott, is out.
For me, I'm with you, 2-5. I think the Bengals need it more. But I think the Bengals need it more because you're in a division.
It still came down to the final minutes, man. In the long run, Chiefs might have been the better team last night, but in the long run, see West.
Joy, can you say this with your chest, please? Did the better team win the game last night?
Yes, the better team won the game last night.
I'm sorry, Joy.
I think it's time we just put a little sprinkle of respect on the Kansas City Chiefs. On the two, a little Salt Bay, just enough.
Hey, I picked them to win the Super Bowl. I can't think that little of them. That's all I'm saying.
Well, then how are the Chargers the better team?
Because they're so fun.
See, I can't stand
Okay,
this.
but
They're so fun.
Listen, I love fun. Okay, I'm not the fun police.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, there's a win column and a loss column.
Yes,
There
two
is
columns.
no were they more fun column.
A couple columns today. I don't know if you noticed. He made up a dropped interception column.
Oh, yeah,
Katie.
that one.
He made up the more fun team column. You've made up one too many columns for my liking. 2-5. Did the better team win the game last night?
Absolutely.
Oh.
And I'll tell you why.
Let's go.
Because I respect the Chiefs. I'm nervous for the Chiefs.
But here's
I really am.
here's my thing, because I'm with Joy on this one, y'all. The Chiefs won the game. The Chiefs have won 6 consecutive division titles.
Cheetah.
They won again last night, and y'all are going to tell me that the team that has won the division 6 consecutive times, the team that won last night, isn't the better team. Dave, you are too smart to say something that makes no sense.
I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth. They've been in the AFC title game every year since, 2018, I think? All of that.
Thank you.
It's week 2. It's week 2.
Here's the problem. If I'm the king, you got to knock me off before you start talking about how you're
Talk
better.
that talk, Joy Taylor.
You got to knock me off
Talk
first.
that talk, Joy Taylor.
I respect you as an opponent,
Talk that
but
talk,
at
Joy
the end
Taylor.
of it, I'm still winning. Thank you for showing up, little bro, but you still little
All
bro.
I'm saying is
Still little bro.
the
You
record.
Still my son.
I believe.
You still my son.
I believe the season record since the Chiefs.
I'm defending my Chargers right
Well,
now.
let me ask you this.
Just for the day. Just for the day. Just for the day.
game, baby.
Think about that. No center, no tackle. Like, that matters. It's football.
It does,
come
but
on.
things
All right.
happen throughout the game. You have
And the
injuries throughout the
season.
game and throughout the season. I can't just look at nuance that deeply when you're talking about these divisional matchups. Like, are there reasons why you lose? Of course, there's reasons why you lose. There's reasons why you win. But at the end of the day, you can't tell me this is a better overall team after I just watched you lose.
A losing team can
Offense being a threat. Therefore, long-term, Joy, I am a little bit more concerned about the noise they can make. I don't know that they will be as potent as they historically have been.
Well, no, I don't disagree with you there because I think Tyreek Hill is an amazing player and an amazing weapon. You can't replace a talent with volume in
Agreed.
most cases. But Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid changed that for me. You talking about all those players and what they normally do, well, what have they done the last 2 weeks? Spread it around, and they have 2 wins against a Chargers team that everyone has as the best team in that division.
Beat the Chargers.
So I have to. I see the theoretical part of it. I see the beauty of how you're winning. But in the end, are you winning? And are you winning against what opponents? You beat the Chargers at home last night, right? With these guys on the field. So you got it done. So as the evidence as I see it right now, how much better are the opponents than the Chargers out there? We're talking about the Bills.
I personally think there are quite a few, but I understand what
Well,
you're
yeah,
saying.
I shouldn't be asking you that. I shouldn't be asking you that.
let me ask you this real quick. So,
Y'all, it's time to take care of some family business. Last night, us three watched the game together. We was kicking it, eating wings and whatnot.
Us three.
Us three. You see, but there's clearly one glaring omission. Joy, you got to explain yourself. You got the call. You got
Los
the invite.
Angeles, you text me 20 minutes to be across town. You live 45 minutes from me. It's
you
rush
do
hour.
live in the hills.
I did, but I
But
texted her, didn't I?
I got a spaceship. I drive a Tesla, not a
I texted you,
spaceship.
though.
That's a
But I
bad
texted you.
picture,
Hey, we
though.
15
but you
minutes
got the
before the
invite.
game started.
All right,
I do look
whatever.
good, though.
We're going to handle it next week. That's it for us. Have a great weekend, y'all. Peace.